Again, we are back after Dasara vacation, and I hope you have completed all your worksheets and the classwork what I gave. I will check, that is very important. You have to know that one. I'll see your classwork and also even the worksheets. Okay, when the school reopens. So, meanwhile, you complete the work, and with this point means worksheets, whichever questions I gave in the worksheets. Whichever blanks I gave in the worksheet, they will be repeated in the exams. Means why I gave means you will get that particular objectives and question answers, because of that I gave. And with this, you have to go with the textual questions. Whatever the textual questions are there, each and every textbook question you have to read. And you know that if you have any doubt, you can clear by calling or by WhatsApp, whatever it may be. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, I'll clear your doubts. So last year, up to where we completed? Weather and climate was completed, and today we are going to start our lesson with the electricity. Is electricity important or not? Is it important or not? It's very. Imagine once at night, total the doors are closed and all the lights are off. Can you move in the house? Can you move in the house? You will have a little bit of fear. If it is your house, okay. Why? Because you know that here the chair will be there, the bed will be there. This if I give 2 steps, this is kitchen. If I give 3 steps, there I can come near to the door. Such type of things you can find out. Is it correct or not? But you went to some of your neighbor's house, and that particular day there was a power cut in their house. Imagine, will you step at least one leg down? No, it's not possible. Why? Because you will be feared in their house. In your house means as you will move from here to there, you will have an idea where to move and how to move. But when we went to someone's house, we don't have a particular thing, we don't remember where and what will be there. So we will be feared to move there. Is it correct or not? So what is happening? The very important thing is, in darkness we cannot live. Is it correct or not? In the darkness we cannot live, and even we cannot find the objects where they are, or which object is this. Is it correct or not? See, when a shadow, when we are seeing, what we will say that the shadow, what is the color of the shadow? The color of the shadow will be black. So, by seeing the shadow, we can say that this is particular object. But exactly will it be true? No, sometimes we can, as we did in our 6th class, when we keep the fingers like this, the shadow we saw and we told that it is a bird. But is it the bird? No. Those are our fingers. They are showing like a bird. Means what is happening? The black color shadow is not showing to us. When the light falls on that particular object, what is happening? Then we can see the image clearly, and we can say that what is that particular object. So, is the electricity important? Yes, it is very, very important. When your examinations are going on, for example, is it correct or not? When examinations are going on, so at that particular time, when you are preparing for the exam, there was a power cut. How you will feel? You'll get lot of tension. Previously, in olden days, you had. Now you are having some charging lights or some other lights to prepare. In olden days, how the people, they used to read under the candle or near kerosene lamps, they used to read. Now your situation is not like that. Imagine if there is a power cut, and if we have to sit near a kerosene lamp and you have to read, now will the students which of this generation, will they sit and read like that? No, it is not at all possible by them. No, mommy, I won't read. Actually, some children, up to my notice, naughty children, they will be very happy when the power cut was there. When mummy asks to read, if you are interested, you will read. When you are not interested, what you will pray to God? There must be a power cut, then I no need to read. I can escape from reading. Such things will be there now with you? Yes. Or obviously, I am also in my small time when they ask, I also thought that there must be a power cut. Why? Because sometimes no need to read. So such things. But when our exams are there, will we pray to God that there must be a power cut? Never we will pray. Why? Because a single minute at that particular time is very very important. So we have to revise a number of questions. So we'll pray to God that there must not be a power cut. So is this electricity very important? Yes. Nowadays each and everything in our house runs through this electricity. For suppose in our house a mixie was there, a washing machine was there, a refrigerator was there. Okay, then what is that? Iron box was there, electrical stove was there, number of TV, computer, fridge. These all are running through electricity. Now, if the power cut was there, the mummy is ready to prepare something. She want to use a mixie or grinder. Now, like olden days, will she sit near that stone, roll rockly and అక్కడ కూర్చొని రుబ్బుతుందా అమ్మ? Never she will do. Why? Because she was habituated for this happy life. She don't like to struggle her body. Is it correct or not? So what she'll do now? The power cut was there today. She has to wash the clothes. What she'll think? Tomorrow we can do. What is wrong in that? Why we should go and wash outside now? By the hands and legs has to pain. Let us when the electricity comes then only. So we are having a happy and easy life. We are habituated. In this happy and easy life, where we are not ready to exercise, where we are not doing any workouts to our body, which is supporting us? This is supporting us. What is supporting us? Electricity is supporting us. Did we talk about this electricity in our 6th class? Did we discuss anything about this one? Yes. At that time we discussed about what is a circuit, what is a bulb, okay, what is the torchlight. We know that when I am trying to insert the batteries or the cells into the torchlight, try to imagine when I try to insert the batteries or cells into the torchlight, I switched on the torchlight did not glow. What may be the reason? Can you imagine when the torchlight did not glow, what will be the reason in this? Did the bulb fused off? Did the switch on and off was spoiled? Are the batteries completed? Or are the batteries placed in a wrong way? So, in this 4 questions are there first. Did you understand? When I inserted the batteries into the torchlight, the bulb did not glow. When the bulb did not glow, what is happening? I am having number of doubts why the bulb did not glow. What is that? The first one is maybe the bulb was fused off. How can we find out that the bulb was fused off? How can we say that the bulb was fused off? I already told for you in the 6th class that a filament will be present to the bulb. What will be present to the bulb? A filament will be present. What it was made with? The filament was made with tungsten. The filament was made with tungsten. Did you understand? What is this tungsten? Already I explained how Thomas Alva Edison worked hard to find out the bulb. Is it correct or not? He did number of experiments. What he used? He used cotton thread. He used bamboo wire, bamboo fiber. Okay, finally he came to a conclusion with the tungsten, and this is the filament. How the filament will be in the bulb? If we can see that in this form it will be. When we can say that the filament was fused off means if there is a cut in this wire, okay, if there is a cut in this wire, we can say that the filament was fused off. Means the bulb was fused off. This is one thing. So when you observe the torchlight, what you have to see, if there is a break in the wire of the tungsten or if there is a break in the filament, then we will say that the bulb was fused off. Next, switch on. This is not the thing. Next, switch. Switch on and off. When it is not working, we will open that one and we will check. There will be a connection with the copper wire. There will be a connection with the copper wire. So we will check that and find out whether the bulb was, the switch is working or not. Did you understand? Next point is that Now bulb was completed, switch was completed. Next, what is that? The cells or the batteries which are placed in the the torchlight. How they must be placed? We know that the battery is made with a zinc plate. Is it correct or not? The battery is made with a zinc plate, and this is the cell means this is called the positive terminal and this is called the negative terminal. Positive terminal and negative terminal. What will be there present? What will be there for the battery? A positive terminal and a negative terminal. The positive terminal. What is the name of this positive terminal? The positive terminal is known as a cathode. What we will say the positive terminal? Cathode. And what is the negative terminal? Negative terminal is known as a anode. According to the chemical names, what we will say the positive terminal is known as cathode and the negative terminal is known as a anode. Now we know that. What is that? How we have to connect this one? The positive terminal and negative terminal are there. This negative terminal must be connected to positive terminal. Why? Because we know that in magnets lesson we discussed like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. Like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. So when I am coming to this point, if here to the negative, if I am placing one more cell of negative, what will happen? The battery, the torchlight will not glow. Why? Because negative, they are like poles. Like does not attract. In electric, what is that? According to the electric charges, positive or negative charges, when we are taking, I am taking a silk cloth, okay, and I am taking a glass rod. Now, I rubbed this silk cloth to one of the object and glass rod to another object. When I bring this silk cloth and this glass rod together, they will get attracted. Let me clear properly. I am taking a silk cloth, okay, I am taking a glass rod. Now this silk cloth I rubbed with the woolen cloth. This silk cloth I rubbed with woolen cloth. This glass rod I rubbed to a rubber, some plastic thing. I rubbed, and these two I brought together. What will happen? This glass rod will get attracted to this silk cloth. Why? Because here glass rod will have one charge and the silk cloth will have another charge. So means one will act as a positive and the other one will act as a negative. When I bring these two together, they will get attracted. This is only called as electrostatic force. This is only called as electrostatic force. Okay. Then or electromagnetic force you can say. One more thing, see, the same glass rod and the silk cloth. Two are in my hand. The glass rod also I rubbed with the woolen cloth. Silk cloth also I rubbed with woolen cloth. Both are rubbed with what? Same material. Means both are having different charges or the same charges? Both will have a same charge. Why? Because the silk cloth also was rubbed with the woolen cloth. The glass rod also was rubbed with the woolen cloth. When I bring these two together, what will happen means they are act like charges. Means both may be positive, okay, both may be negative. Both may be positive or both may be negative. Because of this, what will happen, when we bring this together, they will repel each other and they will not get attracted. So, see here, coming to like poles and unlike poles and the electro charges, you understood now what is positive and negative. So, what we have to do means this positive terminal, okay, this is negative terminal. Again, this negative terminal must be connected to positive terminal and negative. Positive and negative. If the circuit is in this form, did you understand? Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. If it is in this form, then only the torchlight will glow. Did you understand? Then only the torchlight will glow. You have to observe that whether these cells are placed in this order or not. This is positive terminal. Again you bring the positive terminal and connect like this. So positive, negative, positive, negative. Positive, negative, positive, negative. In this way, if it is connected, the torchlight, the torchlight will glow. So by this all, what we saw in the torchlight, we saw a bulb, we saw a switch, we saw the cell, and after doing all these things, now you try to tell for me what is the problem in the torchlight, why the torchlight did not glow? Because we did not place the cells properly. Did you understand? Here the bulb was not fused off. Okay. Here the switch was in proper position. Now why the torchlight did not glow means here the batteries are not placed properly. So remove the battery light. Again you have to place in positive, negative, positive, negative. Then the bulb will glow in the torchlight. Got the point? So in this way, this is the introduction part I am telling for you. What we discussed at that time. Tomorrow what we are going to discuss means about open circuit, closed circuit, what are the circuits, about that we will discuss, and we will discuss about how to, first we will discuss about circuit, next we will discuss about open circuit, closed circuit, and how to prepare our own battery. Now we discussed about our own cell, no? In our home itself, by using the things what are present in our house, we are going to prepare the cell. Very interesting. I will tell you the experiment. You can try with the help of your, you can take the guidance of your parents and you can do this experiment. A very simple experiment. Tomorrow we will do the experiment. So I am concluding. Thank you.